This time Jackson will throw it. And an alley to run. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Check 26, check 26. Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Running, it's Drake. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. Now on first down, Drake again. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Throwing on second down. Rosen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. This one into the hands of the running back, Ballage. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing on second and long. Jackson forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Raekwon McMillan. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Here comes Grant on the return. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, D-line, let's get this.
Here's Rosen to throw. He completes it to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Albert Wilson, 51 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows to 10-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game. I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards the pickup there, good for a Raven 1st. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Mike 52.
From the gun, Jackson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. Not able to go anywhere that time, 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Antonio Brown. 37 yards as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line.
Just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Cameron Balaj. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now it's Rosen. Pressure comes, and down goes Rosen. Danielle Hunter coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll buy some time right and able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it with Balazs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
We got 3. 80. We got 3. Mike, 40.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Now he's forced out left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Mike.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That's going to be caught. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 29 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing...
Pressure comes and down goes Rosen. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it, and they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson. They'll roll him out right, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing again on second down. Jackson. Snead's got it. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Antonio Brown with his second touchdown here in this first half, as the Ravens push further out in front. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going up top. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's going to be taken down here, as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 15. 6-6. Pull it high. Hey, orbit. Here we go.
On third down, Rosen. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return is Jones.
We got this.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense,
we've
got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Here's Rosen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's fourth down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers, no matter what it says on the scoreboard.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Matt Hawk now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Jones on the return. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
On second and a yard, Jackson. It's complete to Snead. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Jackson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Now it's Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jackson now. Out to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Now Jackson from the gun on 3rd down. Steps away. He's got the first down here inside. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle taking it in as the Ravens push further out in front.
So, my man, another touchdown. They're looking like the #1 seed that they earned throughout the year. Looking pretty dominant right now.
We knew the road to the Super Bowl would run right through this stadium. Somebody's going to have to come in here and beat these guys. Good luck. I don't think it's happening this weekend.
No, definitely not this weekend. And for anyone else out there, bring your game.
Buyer beware. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Danielle Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Another try after the first down sack. Rosen throwing the out route incomplete. It's Grant. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll run here with Balazs. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Rosen.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. That turnover might just about do it. Here, 4th quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Flushed out right. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, he scored on the ground and through the air as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Dolphins 13. Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Oh, look at the juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 7.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Danielle Hunter getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw is Rosen. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and their lead will swell up to 28. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. On 2nd and 7, Rosen finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Let's go now. 2. Not a 1, 2. 52's the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
On 2nd down, Ingram. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He's going to air one out. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Don't be scared of it. Hey, Delta.
Mike's 40. Mike's 40. Let's go.
After the interception, here's Rosen. He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 72 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Here's Jackson to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it.
The 2nd down pass. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The Ravens on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. From the gun, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.